In 1999, Tourism Dundee, in association with Talana Museum, decided to reenact the Battle of Talana with 120 actors, including khaki soldiers, Boer commandos, nurses, camp followers and messengers, and we had an audience of over 5,000 people. It was a tremendous success. And so in 2000, we formed the Dundee Diehard Historical Military Reenactment Team. We have travelled as far as Johannesburg, Bloemfontein, Pietermaritzburg and Durban, presenting a variety of events, such as not only our normal reenactments, but also displays and demonstrations. And we also provide guards of honour at matric, farewells and weddings. And that has proved a tremendous success as well.
The famous battles of the Anglo-Zulu and Boer Wars have become the team's speciality. An epic clash which continues to draw international attention is the Battle of Isandlwana, where a force of some 25,000 Zulu warriors annihilated an entire invading British force. The diehards and their enthusiastic Zulu opponents have brought this conflict alive to thousands of visitors, many from overseas, on the actual battle site. Another famous 19th century battle that the diehards have brought to life many times is that of Rorke's Drift, where the British restored much of their lost valour following their defeat at Isandlwana. This clash occurred later on the same day. Great emphasis is placed on providing uniforms, weapons and warrior dress of the period. The actual site where the Prince Imperial was killed, the diehards gather with dignitaries to commemorate the event. At Majuba, or Majuba as it is called today, the diehards performed on the actual site, delighting hundreds of spectators who came to witness the reenactment of this legendary battle of 1881. This was a victory for the Boers, who managed to secure the independence of their two Boer republics for the next 2 decades. Talana was the first major battle of the Anglo-Boer War in October 1899. This authentic reenactment performed by the diehards took place on the original battle site. Included were the Indian stretcher bearers that during the war were led by Mahatma Gandhi. During the Anglo-Boer War Centenary, the diehards parade in uniform as arriving British soldiers. This reenactment of the capture of Winston Churchill, war correspondent for the Morning Star, was performed by the diehards on the grounds of the Talana Museum in Dundee. Although this vintage train of the early 20th century was not a replica of the armoured train that the Boers derailed near Escort, it provided a semblance of the incident. The Pieter's Hill reenactment took place on the actual hill, which marked the final attempt by the British to break through the Boer defence to relieve the town of Ladysmith, thus ending the 118-day siege. The Dundee Diehards provided troops for both sides of the conflict. The Dundee Diehards are well known nationally and internationally, performing battle reenactments, displays, parades and guards of honour throughout South Africa. They've taken part in several movies, television series and documentaries commissioned by leading broadcasters such as the BBC, SABC, National Geographic and Mnet. This dedicated group of volunteers have also performed in the presence of the Duke of Kent and other foreign ambassadors and dignitaries. The Dundee Diehards can provide redcoat soldiers with Zulu warriors, as well as khaki soldiers with opposing Boer commandos, complete with uniforms, rifles, bayonets, together with military belt tents and flags. The versatility of this famous group of men is almost legendary. The cost of engaging them to perform at your venue will be dependent on the type of event, distance from Dundee, and the number of days the show will run. Accommodation may be required if the event is held over more than one day.
Through all the events and movies that we've done, I personally have learnt and developed a great deal of respect for all parties involved in the South African War. The Boers living out in the sticks with no supplies, the Brits walking around in the South African sun with thick red coat uniforms on, and the Zulus having to face some of the state-of-the-art weapons of that time. So I've got a lot of respect for all these people. It certainly developed my enthusiasm and enjoyment of history.
General salute. Present arms.
For further details, contact Gavin Slater at the following number.